Hey, this is Samantha from RecipeThis.com and the voice behind the popular kitchen gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. Today, I wanted to show you how easy it is to cook spaghetti bolognese in the Ninja Foodi pressure cooker. It's one of those amazing one-pot dinners and it's like magic. Once you've tried it, there's no way you'll go back to the old method. As well as this recipe, we have more than 1,000 recipes for you to choose from over at RecipeThis.com, with a common theme of cooked with kitchen gadgets. We have air fryer recipes, instant pot recipes, slow cooker recipes, soup maker recipes, bread machine recipes, and many others. We can't wait to see you over there to check out the rest of our collection. So, with the pressure cooker on saute, you want to be adding in your sliced onions. You can have as much or as few onions in your spag bowl as you want, and then just add some extra virgin olive oil, and you're just waiting for it to heat up so that it will saute your onions. And then give it a quick stir as it's starting to sizzle a bit. And I don't recommend adding the garlic yet because it can end up sticking to the pot too much, so we add that in later. You can also at this point add in some mushrooms if mushrooms is your thing in your bolognese, but I'm not a fan of mushrooms and neither is half our household, so it's a personal choice. The same goes for peppers or anything else you wanted to add in. Now, once the onions are sizzling, you can start to add in your garlic now and your mint. What I tend to do is I tend to freeze bags of mint like this, and then they're very easy to defrost and then load up whenever I want them. So this pack is slightly bigger than what I need for this recipe, so I'm going to leave a little bit. There's a little bit left over for some meatballs or something for later in the week. And then you want to be giving it a good mix. We're not cooking the mint, we're just browning it. So just break it up a bit so that it's had a chance to brown. And then leave it there for a couple of minutes. And then keep stirring it a bit. As you can see, we're starting to develop some colour to it now. Leave it a couple more minutes. Now that a fair bit of it's browned, we can cancel the saute and add in the water. The water is what keeps the spaghetti nice as it cooks. Don't worry, you're not going to end up with a soup bowl when it's done. It just keeps everything in order. So then you want to press down your meat. Add in your seasonings. Note that you would add in a bit more seasoning than what you would if you were cooking it in a pan, and that is because when you pressure cook, it strips some of the flavour away. So before you think I've put a lot of basil and oregano in there, just think that it just changes it a little bit. And then give it another stir. Make sure it's well mixed. And then we're ready for the spaghetti now. What I have this big pack of spaghetti, and for this recipe you need about half of what I've got here. So, the most important thing is that you need to split it in half because look, it's too big for it. So what I recommend is you grab a set of it and then throw it in like that. Go again, making sure you're filling in any gaps. Like that. Oh, I've only got a tiny bit left to do this with. So that can fill in those gaps there. So you've pressed it down a little bit, and now you've only got one step left, and that is to add some tomato sauce on top. You want to add enough so that you're covering the spaghetti a fair bit. And note that this is actually my own homemade tomato sauce. So if you head over to Recipe This and look for Soup Maker tomato sauce, you'll find a lovely healthy one there that's loaded with hidden vegetables. So you're just making sure that your pasta is well covered, a bit like when you're covering a base of a pizza, because otherwise you'll end up with some bits that are just hard and not very nice. And that is the setup for making spaghetti bolognese. So place the lid on your Ninja Foodi. You're looking for the pressure cooker lid, and then make sure the valve is set to sealing. So turn it on, and you are looking for the pressure cooker button. Make sure it's on high, and then set the time to just 5 minutes, and then press start. And once you've released pressure, it's time to remove the lid and check on your spaghetti bolognese. Note, it always looks like a soup when you first open it, so don't be freaked out by that. That is because of the way it mixes together, and it just kind of needs a really good mix. And as you mix it, it thickens. And also, as you can see, it's already thickening. Also, what I recommend is to use some tongs too, because that way you can mix in the spaghetti, so you haven't just got a clump of spaghetti all in one place. And then as you mix it, you can see it's nicely thickening up now, and it's almost done and ready for serving. Tell you now, your kids will absolutely love this, and adults love this too. And then you can pour it into plates, add some parmesan if that's your thing, or just have it as you like. You can also place the lid back on, and it will stay warm for a good hour or two in case not everybody's ready to eat yet. So, doesn't that spaghetti look fantastic? I can't believe how good it looks. Let me just show you some. Isn't that fabulous? It's just so good. So there you have it. That's how to make a pressure cooker spaghetti bolognese. So this is our Ninja Foodi spaghetti bolognese, and as you can see, it looks absolutely delicious. And this is what the kids will be having for dinner tonight. Well, I think it is, because this is the last one of today of a big batch of videos that we've done for you, and they've got all kinds of different foods available, but you know what kids are like, pasta always wins, doesn't it? So I'm just going to give it a try. That pasta is absolutely delicious. I think there's a real fear when it comes to cooking pasta or rice in these pressure cookers that it's going to be overdone or underdone, or it's not going to go to pressure. Well, this proves to you just how easy it is. You know, you've seen us and watched us. We didn't have the chance to cheat because we just showed you everything. And this is just how good the bolognese comes together. So seriously, don't worry if it looks like soup when you first open the lid, because I know that's the thing that freaks most people out. That just helps it go to pressure, and as you stir it, it mixes in perfectly. And then you can add extra meat if you feel this isn't meaty enough for you, or you know, you could swap the meat for loads of vegetables to make it vegetarian, or just have it however you like it. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the Recipe This family. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook and Pinterest. We also have a weekly newsletter at recipethis.com/newsletter, where we share with you our latest kitchen gadget recipes, what we're cooking in the Milner kitchen, and so much more. As well as this, we recommend that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then whenever we have a new video, you will be the first to know. And if you want to know about all our future videos, then I recommend you hit the bell for instant notifications. But even better, we now have a podcast. It's called Magic with Gadgets. Simply search Magic with Gadgets on your favourite podcast player and you'll find us there.